Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to share with you how I prepare for a supervisor position. Before I start, I want to update with you regarding the fall on the 4th July. After Dennis put the aloe vera on my plant, on my hand, just one application, I did not do anything to it. Within days, it healed. It's such a miracle plant. Take a look. I can use this hand normally. Nothing happened. Just like nothing happened. I'm so happy. We're planning to have it in our little garden, just to prepare for a future if we ever need to use it. I had 2 interviews last week, one on Thursday and one on Friday. I think I did very well. I felt very confident with my answers. I did not have any anxiety, any worries. I think I even smiled in my answers. Unlike last time, I was so tense, and it happens when I'm nervous. I cannot even speak well. Well, especially English in my second language, and I don't know what it is, but when I'm nervous, I cannot even pronounce correctly or speak the language that I learned for the last 20-30 years. And that was what happened 6 months ago when I had an interview, couple interview for supervisor and another position. But last Thursday and Friday, I felt very confident in my answers. I want to share with you what I prepare for this day. I worked for the county since 2000. It's almost 18 years, 17 years and a half to be exact. Long time. When I first started, I did not plan to stay with the county. Back then, at the same time I had my real estate license, and in my mind, all I wanted to do is to make a lot of money selling houses, investment. That was my plan. Then I got this job at the same time I got my license. At that time, I asked for time off to focus on my real estate, but I was denied for that. And having two young children, I couldn't risk my career as working in a real estate field, starting out with nothing. So I stayed with the county, but for that I did not have time to work on my real estate. It's been so long. After 5 years, the first 5 years I did not plan to promote with the county. I was just doing my job, minimal as I can, passing evaluation just as a competence worker. I didn't plan for retirement. I didn't plan for promotion. After 5 years with the county, I realized that I realized that I probably have to stay with the county to retirement age, and I wanted to get promotion. However, in 2006-07, that's when the recession hit. There was no promotion in the county. Good thing there was no layoff, but there was no promotion for years. 5 years, I would say 5-6 years. After that, since 2012, I started taking promotional exams. I was played in bands, but never had a chance to. They never reached my band. Um, in the last 3 years, I moved to another location, and first thing I talked to my current boss is that my plan is to promote with the county, and I want to have a good evaluation that will help me when it comes to passing my exam and getting chosen. I told her what I want to have, and she said, well, if that's what you want to do, then do your job and do it right, then you will get a good evaluation. I thank her for that very much. In the last 3 years being with her, I I have first year she didn't give me a very good evaluation because I was new with her. But after that, I have good evaluation, and that really helps when it comes to promotion. The manager, they want to look at your history of work. Um, they ask for 2 years of what you have, what your supervisor said about your job performance, and having very good is like a ticket to almost to get to where you want to go. So that's one thing that I prepare for is having a good evaluation on my yearly evaluation. Time. My boss has talked about time, how we need to go to work every day, do not use sick time when it's not necessary. I hear her. I hear her. However, I still take my time off. Besides vacation time, I use my personal time. And it hit me just 6 months ago when I had a job interview, and they asked me how I did with my time, how I used my time. They wanted the scale from 1 to 10, how I grade myself. I couldn't give myself a 10 or a 9. It has to be a lower scores because I did, and I have used personal sick time occasionally. But since then, since the last 6 months, I think I have not even used 1 hour of personal sick time because I was so aware of that using sick time on your time does not make you look good as a good candidate. They want to have 2 years of your time history. So having a good attendance is very crucial to getting a job. Because look at it, you have to. There's one position or two open in an office, and we're talking about 10, 20 candidates, 30 even interview for the job. And what the managers look for is your past performance, your evaluation, your time in the book. And if your time is not as good as the next candidate, how you gonna get the job? So having good evaluation and time are very crucial to getting the promotion that you want to. So that's what I learned, and I have done good with my time. I believe I can give myself a better score now, knowing that it's very important. The third point that I want to talk about, besides time and evaluation, is resume. Building your resume is very important. Um, Skills, computer skill. They ask you what kind of computer program you are sufficient in. Gotta tell them. Besides the regular programs that you use every day, you have to add some more additional skills like spreadsheet, Excel, Microsoft, Windows, things like that. It's very it's good to show to put that on your resume. It's it's an ad to get to where you want to go. And beside the skills, don't forget to volunteer for work, for at work. For us, every year we every office district have to raise money for fundraising. I believe each person in the office district we raise about I think $12, 11, $12 per person in an office district to give the fund to different organizations for volunteer for fundraisings. And to do that, everyone, um, I would say, the office, the administration, they want your support. And besides work, you gotta show that you can do other jobs as well. And for that, I have volunteer working for a couple committees such as holiday committees, doing fundraising um, for for Christmas coming up for last 2 years and this coming December. Um, yeah, um, volunteer is good. It look good on your resume, and look into it if that's what you want to do to to be able to be part of the what's the word um, you want to promote. Show that you do more than your regular work. Go outside, um, a volunteer, help others. And so that's that. When it comes to interview, dress enough for work. Business attire is required. So for me, I have one suit. That's just a black suit, and I have blouse. I wear blue color, um, white inside, with dress shoes and pantyhose. Um, well groomed, having light makeup. You don't want to show up like you are going to a party. That's not what they want to see. They want you to look professional and well kept. That's what they want to see, and that's what I prepare for my interview. I spent over the last weekend. I spent a couple days trying to figure out what kind of question they will be asked. They will ask for, and one of the questions always has. I always had a hard time trying to come up with a decent answer, an answer that would not jeopardize my what's the word? It, an answer that it will not backfire on me. So the question is, what is your weakness? I know that they do ask that question. Besides your strength, they want to see and hear your weakness. And how do you answer that question? I I searched online. I asked family members and friends, co-workers to come up with a decent answers. Everyone has weakness, but you don't want to tell your manager your weakness that will be backfire on you. But you don't want to say that you don't have any weakness. So be very careful on that answers. Um, Someone told me that if you apply for a supervisor position, never tell them your weakness is in communication or in people skill, because that's what you need to have strong qualification to a qualification to become a supervisor is to have a good communication skill, to be a good people person, to know how to communicate, to know how to work well with people. come up with something that's not related to the qualification they're looking for, that kind of witness, that you need to look into that. And remember, keep in mind, whenever you go for an interview, you need to know uh, the position that you're applying for. So read and memorize what's the qualification for a position. Let's say it's a supervisor position. What are the qualifications? Memorize it. For me, I told them that there are many requirements, qualification needed to become a supervisor. But I will name a few, and I would name 5, 6 things that what supervisors do, and that's what I told them. And last but not least, have confidence in yourself. I don't know what it was, but I think I did very well because I had confidence in myself. I smiled in the interview. I didn't feel any tense. I didn't feel any nervous. I talked as if I was talking to my coworker. Maintain eye contact, and if you have any question, ask them. Clarify the question before you answer, and take your time. There's no rush for answering. One last thing, they usually ask you before we end the interview, is there anything that you did not answer that you wanted to answer? Take that opportunity to tell them, to sell yourself almost. That's how I see it. Tell them why they should choose you, but not the other candidate. What's the qualification? Why should you be the chosen one? For that, just say everything that you can say, that you have worked very hard, you have all the experience they look for, and given the opportunity, you want to show your expertise, your knowledge, to be a good supervisor. That's what you do, and that's what I did. I did sell myself. I think that's all I can share with you, what I did on my interviews last time on Thursday and Friday. I don't know how many candidates they interview in each office, but I'm sure it's not less than 10, maybe 20 or 30. The chance to get in, I know each office that I went for, human resource only give them one vacancy, one person to hire. That means, what is it, 5% chance? 5% chance to get promoted is so little. So regardless, I'm still very confident on what I did, and I pray that I got a job. Whether I get it or not is, if I don't, will I be sad? Maybe just for a little bit. I'll get over it. But I know I did my best. I prepared for it, and I hope with this video will help you if you are a worker who wants to promote, who wants to promote, to make extra money. Just be prepared for the day. It takes me years to get to where I am. I feel confidence, and I'm sure that you can also do that if that's what you want to promote. Good luck to me, and good luck to you out there. Thank you for watching. I know it's a long video. If you reached to this point, I really thank you for taking the time to watch my video, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye bye now. Until later.